You got up first here.
Okay. Thank you. First, I want to say I'm confident in hearing you speak because I heard you say y'all. And I'm not here, so I've never heard anybody say that. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, so thank you for saying y'all.
You're welcome. I keep telling people up here it's more efficient. You say y'all.
Y'all instead of y'all, right?
Yeah.
I like to describe myself as an independent. I don't identify readily with either political party. I'm fiscally conservative but socially liberal, and I don't know how to fit into either of the parties saying that. So just a few comments, and then a question at the end. So at the beginning, we talked about, I think it was war on the world, is there, or something like that? And I heard Republicans say that you're only concerned about protecting the country, you don't care about what people think about you. But my comment on that is that we should probably have a healthy balance of both. I think it's important that we care what other people think about us in addition to protecting our citizens. And you're a fiscal person, I'm a fiscal person as well. I do not agree with tax increases by any means. I do not agree with the stimulus package that Obama put out. I believe it was a temporary fix. It really didn't fix anything. But I guess in the Democrats' defense, anytime there's a change to fiscal or monetary policy, it does take a while to get the desired effects. So we wouldn't see those effects right away. But I do want the Republicans to speak to what the current issue is today, which is the war on women. Talk about equal pay rights for women and abortion.
And we're running close up to our 7:30 stop time, so articulate and brief for all four panelists would be appreciated.
I'll clarify real quickly and hand it off to Ross. I think Republican policy on foreign policy, I'll talk about that, is protection over reputation, not ruling out reputation. Obviously, we want that, but our top priority is protecting our citizens.
No, I wanted to address your war on women comment. I think that war on women is should win an award, if we have an award for best political soundbite of the decade. Best political soundbite that has no roots in existence. It just doesn't. There is no war on women. There isn't any. I'd always assumed that the reason the Democrats had so much time and energy shouting at the wind about the war on women was that they just didn't get it. But I was wrong. The reason that they do that is because they just can't sell it. They have problems. I did. Oh my God. We really are soulmates. We were discussing this earlier.
Tell everybody who Andrew Shepherd is.
Andrew Shepherd is Michael Douglas in The American President, and I for years have wanted to use that.
The younger audience members may not know that.
If you have Netflix, watch it on Netflix. We will all agree on this. It is a fantastic movie, and Annette Bening stole my heart.
Aaron Sorkin. Really all you got now.
All you gotta know is Annette Bening, but now we disagree again. It seems like there's a congressman from Missouri, his name is Todd Aiken, who actually owns property in Massachusetts, according to the Cape Cod Times. He won a primary for U.S. Senate in an upset. He was not supposed to win. Nobody thought he wasn't. He really wasn't. He made some controversial remarks that were in no way endorsed by anybody in the National Republican Party. In fact, Senator Brown was the first person outside of Missouri to condemn him for those remarks. And that was a big part of their war on women, was trying to associate all Republicans with Todd Aiken. And there were a number of other things, the Fair Pay Act. And Senator Brown talks a lot about this. It's really easy, and Democrats like to do this thing where they give a bill a really fun name, like Fair Pay Act, or American Jobs Act, or the Dream Act. And they have these fantastic names, but they know that these bills aren't going to get passed. They only do it so that come election time, they can run around the country and say, Scott Brown voted no on the Dream Act. And it makes such a great soundbite, and I have to give them credit for it because it's fantastic. But it's just not true, because these bills are broad, and there's so much in them, and they encompass so much that it's impossible to just, Senator Brown isn't against dreams, or against children, or against immigrant children. He loves children. I've seen him with his daughters. He's a fantastic dad. I'm sorry, I don't think there really is a war on women. I don't. I think everybody wants to respect the rights of women, and I think everybody wants them to have as much control over their bodies as they can possibly have. And I think war on women is just a political soundbite, and it sounds good, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Tina wants to weigh in.
I would actually really appreciate the last bit on this one.
So we'll let John go.
Email up here if Thank you.
And then this will make this the last comment.
To go along with a slight theme we've had tonight, I actually agree with you, Ross. I do not appreciate the term war on women. I am as pro-choice as they come. I am as pro-fair pay as they come. I am as anti-discrimination as they come. However, I think that war on women actually simplifies the issue. To paraphrase President Obama in the last event, this is not a women's issue. These are economic issues, these are family issues, these are education issues, these are spending issues, these are tax issues. These are issues that affect absolutely every single part of our lives. And yes, I would love if more Republicans agreed with you and said, I think that women should be able to have these choices. I think that we should not legislate what a woman can and can't do between her and her doctor, between her and her insurance company, between her and her pharmacist. However, particularly your vice presidential candidate does not agree with that. And who is the leader of your party besides your presidential and vice presidential candidates? And they do not agree with you on that. They certainly don't agree with me on that, and they certainly don't agree with a lot of the women, particularly the young women that I know. And so, a person can be pro-life personally, and that's fantastic, and that's their choice. I think the point that needs to be made is that the Republican Party as a whole, and I would never say individuals don't, but the Republican Party as a whole does not believe that. And the Democratic Party as a whole has been much better about securing those rights and securing that choice for the population that now makes up over half of our country.
So I know we could go on this topic, and a lot of the other topics there was another question, but it is a little past 7:30, which is when we said we would conclude. So if anybody in the audience doesn't know how to get involved with a campaign, a party, or politics in general, you got 4 great resources on stage. So please reach out to them. Please join me in thanking them for their participation. And I know that the Young Professionals Association, why